Hey all, it's Moses, and this is part 2 of the Let's Play. And we're continuing on where we left off with Mr. Popo. And we are level 2. Not level 2, but I actually reloaded the file there instead of that to get the flash bolt back, because that should be huge damage. On the goblin, I also used around my equipment and stuff that, and instead it went with heavy, because I'm thinking about, instead of doing what I normally do, for example, because everything is a minor skill now, I'm thinking about instead, like, not making a spellcasting build at all, and instead just go with various like combat skills and stuff that. And we will see how things goes. For example, we might go with both blade, blunt, block, for example, heavy armor, light armor, and stuff that, and then maybe even marksman and stuff that, just so we can have a few different things, right? So that we're not limited by like the stuff that we find and stuff that, So you might say that that's normally a really bad thing to do, of course. Normally it is pretty bad to do that and stuff that. So yes, so Now we could of course just sneak around a bunch basically, and use get or sneak up like really high and stuff that. But here's the thing, right? We're gonna have to think about when we level a lot more, like this style of difficulty and stuff that. Like we need to really think about things here and stuff that. So now we equip ourselves with the flash bolt. We save just so we can like load, in worst case scenario. We have also uploaded the clips. There are almost just 5 minutes left on the clip that I'm currently uploading. It's good. So need to be close enough. Completely missed. Completely just missed. Just completely missed. I fired something, but it wasn't what I was going for. Wait. Yeah, we should be naked when we fire it. %93 effectiveness. Should that be 100? Yes. Okay. Okay. Potion of healing. Quick potion of sorcery. Okay, that's enough to deal with him. Make sure that's this. Magic. Shortcuts, flare. Adrenaline rush, and yeah, you can just select. There we go. So now we have 3 spells there. Can we go back further and rest? No, we cannot. Okay. Do that just. And then I am gonna try and tank one and see how much damage we take actually if I'm equipping full tank here. And of course that. Because we can have 11 armor with that. We still have a potion of healing left as well. So maybe we're not going to be able to kill everything, but the thing is also we have to be careful with getting with leveling up and stuff that, like, we need to avoid leveling up as much as possible, basically, pretty much. So we might be able to make some more stuff here. Hopefully. No, it's not a pestle. So health restoration is important here. Wow, nothing else that restores health. Okay, fine. Silver knives, security increased a bit. Okay. He attacked. Almost dead. We are dead, basically, pretty much. Nah. Go with poison there. And short sword. I'm all in camera at least. Right, this strat is soon gonna make sense, by the way. This strat is gonna soon make sense because we can now adrenaline rush basically pretty much. It's what we can do now. That. Boom. So now we should be able to adrenaline rush again here. Because it's once per day, as it said. Yeah, well, once per day. Molten pestle, of course. So we could make potions now, actually. So we want to have damage health. Damage health. Okay, we'll make a damage fatigue also. Yes, we can. On damage fatigue, at least we can make. So now we have damage health and damage fatigue, and that's going to make our weapon actually stronger. Not by much, but still. And now we can move normally again. Okay, that one is already dead. Right. The chest is. Our lockpick and dagger. Because you can see with our 500 there, for example, we can move pretty far away from having the adrenaline rush. And we definitely do this now. Because that just insta-kills them. We get a lockpick here. And we get stuff there. Yeah, change into heal my wounds. Potion healing with potion of respite. Okay. Okay, so put damage health on the weapon. Yeah. Poison is actually very good there. Did I get his weapon? Yeah, there we go. I dropped the Michelin, stop the knife. Knife. Cannot wait while enemies are nearby, but if we drag this, that should open the rats, and the rats are mad at the goblin, I think. Okay. Right, and now we damage health here. Weak potion of healing, weak potion of healing, weak potion of healing. Now we're dead now. We can do that and hope we kill it. We can eat these. Hopefully that restores more health than it damages health. Okay, that got pretty scary. Not gonna lie, that did get pretty scary. Rest for 24 hours. Wait for 24 hours rather. So yeah, so we can do some busted up threats and stuff like that, and this is going to be very important to use as long as we overcome, but it's also the fact that it adds a lot of damage as well and stuff like that. But yeah, now would we choose alchemy? Maybe not and stuff like that, because we are going to make a shit ton of potions anyway and stuff like that. But yeah, Okay, can we make anything else here? We have 2 restore fatigue, so we can make restore fatigue, restore fatigue, restore fatigue. Okay. We can damage something's fatigue is something we can do as well. We have a regular red shield there now, which is nice. Let's just do that. Now we can sneak around. And yeah, that is a very good strategy, by the way, to release the rats and stuff like that, because that makes us this easier. We can also loot this rat. The shaman is still there, though. Would not be an issue. Hammer stop. Hopefully it won't break too quickly here. Okay. somewhere is definitely worth picking up though. So since that is a spell cast, it should be weaker actually and stuff like that. You should be weaker, please. Yeah, I shouldn't even need to poison here actually here. So you're a spellcaster, which is good. Goblin Summon Staff, Summon Staff, and you have Flawed Ruby, and I'm sure some Heady Soul again. It's not filled. No, that is filled, okay, good. And that might be worth using. It has 15 charges. We will see what the combat looks like, the remaining combat, basically. So now we're all encumbered. So this is the speed that we move at because it is. Keep in mind, of course, if we, for example, now do this, for example, instead, we switch into, for example, Leather Shield. That. Ryan Graves, remove Rusty Iron Helm. So now we only wear the light stuff. I think you move slightly faster with this. Stuff that even when you're over encumbered. I think this is still slightly faster movement speed. Might as well carry this as much as possible then. And we're gonna just check if there was something over here. I don't think there is, but you know, better be safe than sorry. And keep in mind, yes, we can cast the healing spell while we're thinking, and of course that's a level up. But there's no bed, of course, in this first area and stuff. That there is no bed at all, sadly. So you know, that's Flag's tunic though, for whatever reason. Sadly, the tunic does not go below it, by the way, and stuff that. So the tunic is not equipped, but at the same time, so you know. So yes, we have a lot less armor with this, of course, but yeah. I'm just double checking again here. Is the movement speed slow with this? I mean, it's hard to tell. Because I mean, this is still a very, very good way to like, get our sneak up and stuff like that, so yeah. Eventually we'll also find more repair hammers, by the way. How much are our weight at all? Our weight is at 216, so even with 10 points of strength, though it won't be enough. I don't think. Maybe. Now, normally, of course, I wouldn't take Warrior, because normally Warrior is just for RP purposes and stuff like that, but, you know, because I don't want to take things that makes us just OP and stuff that during a run like this, or during like a actual playthrough and stuff like that, so yeah. Right, and this is actually now where we're at. We're at here now. I thought there was something else up here somewhere. I also thought there was supposed to be a place like over here to the side somewhere, on the way to something where one of these things here on the side had something like a chest, or a small little thing you could loot. I do always remember that, but I haven't been able to find it in the remaster. Maybe like they removed it, maybe they realized that, oh shit, this is too powerful and stuff like that, or something, you know. Just wait here.
My sword for
there's no point in you fighting these, basically.
Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill him. He might be working with the assassins.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us. I cannot understand. How can I listen? I've searched the sky, I know.
So for example, otherwise, for example, like the ones that are considered top tier, by the way, is the tower, because that gives you tower water, which is a great power. Tower key lock you can use only once per day, which is bad. So open locks are it's difficult, but that also means that they work on though where you have difficulty with. But here's the thing, that if this tower key could have scaled, that would have been good. But also it would have been good if it was, instead of used once per day, that it was used something that cost more and stuff that. If it could have been used like several times and stuff that. But there are also open lock spells, but getting the old reflect percent of all damage, because basically it's also magic damage and stuff that. So that's what unlocks the reflect as a custom spell right from the get-go and stuff that. Antinarch is also very, very powerful. I forgot if I put that in the top tier. No, I put that in the tier below, but also in the top tier I put the Lord sign, which is increased armor rating by 15 and then resist magic by 15%. Which both of these are very, very good, because, you know, it's very good for combat, but still. Thief is also very good because it's fortify agility by 10, fortify luck by 10, fortify speed by 10. And luck by 10, for example, like luck gives you a hidden something like it's 4+ to all stat. And I forgot if it's with each point of luck or each point of luck past 50, I think it is. It gives you 4+ to all skills, and it's basically like a hidden thing. So it stops working, of course, once a skill reaches 100, but it means, for example, that you can be at 100 skill earlier than what it seems like, meaning, for example, that your weapons can start doing more damage earlier. And getting 10+ speed is, of course, that's like what? Like, that's like 40 extend skill. I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's every point of luck. I think it's a certain amount of points or whatever, but yeah, but of course, that also increases your speed by 10. This is good as well, but we are going to go with strength thing, because that is going to give us health, and just allows us to reach the max health and max strength quicker. So let's go with the warrior. Otherwise, apprentice is also very good, but Antinarch is the best one for spell casting, because you can absorb spells with that. Yeah. There's also something to be said about, there are some like really interesting things like this. For example, the Blessed Words is of course insanely good against undead. It even works against Mappa, can be used at a key multiple times per day at the cost of 40 magic point per cast, which is quite a lot. But that, of course, even works on high level undead and stuff that. And of course, the greater power restores 200 points of health, which, by the way, is an absolutely insane heal. 200 points of health, because there is no other spell that does that, because the restore health points spells that you can do is only having a maximum of 100 health they can restore, but they can restore, of course, 100 over like 2 seconds, for example, which would be comparable in Tomorrow's Gift, but Tomorrow's Gift is just 200 points immediately. It's not over a certain time, which is like really, really good. Shadow can, of course, be insane, by the way, because if you're doing a like stealth build, Shadow is very, very good for that purposes. There, like certain ones have certain purposes. This, for example, willpower means that you gain Magicka back more quickly, but it also affects like endurance and stuff that your total amount of stamina, basically. Stuff that, yes. So it's interesting, because this is 3 points of damage for 20 seconds. Like, it's not 3 points of damage over 20 seconds. It's basically 3 points every second. So what, it's like 30 damage. So it's like 60 damage over 20 seconds, which is also pretty good. It also cures poison, of course, and dispels 90 points of damage, which means that it actually dispels like certain medical diseases and stuff. That is a thing. Ottoman Steed, 20 bone speed. It's actually very good early on, but again, right. Actually, movement speed above 100 does actually work. Stuff that, and this will allow us to reach 100 quicker and stuff that, and moving quicker is very, very useful for certain builds. Yeah, no, it's really hard because obviously, right, the Lord is just insanely good because of the armor and stuff that, but yeah. Let's go with the warrior here.
The signs I... Your... My dream... No... To...
Okay.
You may as well... We're the Emperor's... We're the Emperor's body... Stick close and let us do our job. And you'll be...
I thought that looked like a katana there from a distance somewhere, but nope. Eventually you get to hand in back the katana and stuff. Okay, so we can carry 300 now. So we're still over the maximum limit. Potion of healing. And we save again. Okay, and okay, 26 minutes in. And we're still on. Just double checking. Yeah, it's still set on master. So, keep in mind though that I do believe it will save the individual settings for our other save file. So if we load, for example, another save file that has another difficulty, it should use auto adjust the difficulty to that thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's go this way so we don't take fall damage. And there's also a certain point where you reach where they will use infinite spawn enemies and stuff like that, which is good on lower difficulties because then you can use tank up your armor basically. Poison of sorcery. So I definitely want to try and make like a proper like melee build and stuff like that, and we will see how things go and stuff like that. But it might not just be a melee build and stuff like that, but we will see. Because obviously, right, we could de-equip the Iron Arrow, for example, and stuff like that. We cannot go through that door, sadly. We need to double check that guy though. So I would like to go up there. I think we can actually go from over here basically. I think we can go. Yeah, we can go up here and check this. And you're a potion of healing there. Then all stairs here. This is still very good to check just because, yeah, this is one of course the key. I believe we can actually go back to there basically once because he will remove our katana and stuff that which will free up 18 in weight and stuff that. There's also another katana we will be getting shortly as well and stuff that, so you can hand both of them back.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look. Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
And he will try to go through that and then be like a trap.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go!
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
This one's mine!
come with us.
You'll never take me down.
I can go no. Take. Fine.
Stranger, you chose a bad day to take up the cause of this.
We pick up his katana.
My blood for the Empire.
The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
Potion of Night Eye. We can both katanas now. So let's unequip the katana we're wearing. We don't have another. We do have another repair hammer actually.
We failed. The amulet. You must.
Yeah, give it to Joffrey.
It's just here.
You're a bard. Alchemy, blade. Okay, we did blade. We didn't do any blocking really. We didn't use illusion at all. We did use light armor. Mercantile, I have no idea why he would think that we're bard. But still, that's the rule of how it is for a custom class, by the way, that we will use whatever the pot shows. So combat, 5 level bonus and increase more rapidly. Yeah, they do increase more rapidly, the ones that you choose here. So this will make it so that you can turbo buff Maddox. Like combat. Speed, of course, is really good. Endurance is good for that. So strength. That will receive an initial 5 bonus though, which is good for all skills. Actually, let's go with luck, strength and luck. So we go blade, heavy armor. Then let's not go with blunt. Armor. I would like to do a non-spec casting. I know how the configuration is otherwise. Light armor. Mercantile, so we can get stuff for cheaper instead of having to rely on combat. No alchemy, no spell casting, none of the magic ones, so we allowed to get athletics. And acrobatics. And we are what? Are we? He doesn't count as being a Kai, right, Mr. Popo? I forgot if Mr. Popo. Doesn't he count as being a god in the Dragon Ball universe? Whatever, right? You know. Bah. Bah. Wait, let's do it correct. Bah. Lämna bara som exclamation points. There we go. Bah. Cannot contain special characters. Var boo, boring. There we go. Bye. Great. Bah. Right, so you can see there, for example, that one. So that's me. Okay, that's the bard. Yeah. Pilgrim, monk, assassin, acrobat. What's the common one? Warrior, barbarian, crusader, knight, archer, scout, rogue. So why did I think Bard? We did make some potions, correct. We did use Blade, correct. We didn't do a single block. We did not use an illusion spell. We did use light armor, but we also used heavy armor. And no Mercantile or Speedcraft. We did none of those. So Alchemy is correct, Blade is correct, and Light Armor is correct. So 3 out of those we did. We did, however, Repair Armor. This has no restoration though. So what made us... Because that one has... That's odd. Because we did sneak around a lot. There is probably ones that would have been more correct and stuff that, you know. So can we get one here that is more correct than the previous? Alchemy is correct. Blade is correct. And Light Armor is correct. That would have also been 3. For example, Scout has Alchemy, has Armor, that's 2. Blade is 3, and Light Armor is 4. So Scout would have been a more correct choice by him. Scout should have been what we should have gotten there instead. Because we did use Alchemy, we did use Armor, we did use Blade, and we did use Light Armor. So that's 4, correct? That one has Sneak, that one has Light Armor, that one has Blade. That one has Armor, that's also 4, correct? Blade is correct. Heavy Armor is correct, so that's only 2. Blade is correct. Destruction is technically correct, but yeah, Heavy Armor is correct and Restoration is kicked. So that's still 3. Unless our Destruction skill went up, I don't think it did go up though. Armor is correct, Blade is correct. Light Armor is correct, so that's 3. Armor is correct, Blade is correct. Heavy Armor is correct, so yeah. So there have been ones that are correct with 4 of them. Bard was only correct with Alchemy and Blade and Light Armor, so that's only 3 correct. So there have been ones that have been more correct and stuff like that, yes. Alright, it doesn't keep it. It doesn't keep the custom ones that we have done. It did not keep our Saiyan class here. So, you know. Anyway, we are selecting the class Va.
Really? Go out by the...
Yeah, and he takes those back, he takes the things back, and now we are at what are we at? So we're at 36 on the heavy armor. At a normal rate. Light armor is at a normal rate as well. Okay. What we use the longsword. Then correct, right? Because we didn't go blunt. Yeah, we only went with blade. We went with heavy armor. We went with light armor. We went with acrobatics. We went with mercantile. So we don't have block. We don't have blunt. So 2-handers we should go for if possible. But we don't have a 2-hander. Or we only have longsword. We didn't get any 2-handed swords. There's a steel short sword as well. It's actually the same amount of damage as the iron sword is stronger, that's 5. So now we can actually move at normal speed because we got rid of both of those katana things. Yeah. Good. Is there anything else we can make here? Not really.
You need the... You'll find... My... Mate... A good day. Leave the Emperor in peace.
I get it. But now that we can move around normally... Yeah, we cannot go back there. Sadly, we cannot go jump back up. Yeah. Yeah, we cannot do that. Although we can probably do this. Right, yeah, that can't be picked by that. Okay. We can do this as well, man. Okay. Okay. And you are more healing potions. We will see how this goes now. Okay, 41 minutes. We're still at, of course, at the difficulty level here. We're still at Master. It is weird though that we didn't come across more repair hammers. We have only come across 2. Normally there is supposed to be 5 repair hammers that we pick up in total. Wait, did we get any more spells, by the way? No. Correct, these are all the spells. We have 45 endurance and 45 strength with that. So what's our strength at? Our strength is at 65. Now our endurance is at 60. These wheels. Okay, heal. 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 Is a weak potion of healing our best one? We have a potion of healing, a potion of healing. Damage fatigue on loop. Oh yeah, we can knock him down actually with that. And now we're over encumbered, but that doesn't mean much. We can make fatigue potion here actually. That's actually good. Because that... Oh yeah, we're still too slow though. But yeah, one thing we need to think about is when we block rest at a bed and stuff that, because, you know, there are going to be some things that are going to be interesting, of course. Now, the reason why we didn't take any spells is because spells are used quick to block race anyway and stuff that, you know, especially if we create powerful enough spells, but, you know. We don't really want to be gaining levels quickly though on the hardest difficulty level because the scaling is of course the most powerful on this difficulty and stuff that, so staying level 1 as long as possible is of course really, really good and stuff that, because, you know, yeah, rats hardly do any damage to us. So that basically what we want to do is we want to get as powerful as possible, basically, pretty much. We want to get as powerful as possible. Can we use the... Oh, okay, good. Right. Did we have another poison? No, we do not have another poison. Poison. Okay, you're just a one-handed though, you're not the silly two-hander thing. Poison of healing, weak poison of healing, and weak poison of healing. And the Goblin Berserker has a garlic, lockpick, silver nugget. He has a leather shield. He has an iron mace. I'm pretty certain we were supposed to get more repair hammers somewhere. I think we missed where the repair hammers were and stuff like that, of course, yeah. Now, the reason why we're using restoration a lot is, of course, because we can use raise our skill a lot and stuff like that, and that will still make it so that we can eventually make better healing spells. We're almost outside. So almost made it outside. But the reason why we don't want to level up as much as possible is because on master difficulty, enemies have 5 times more health, and they do 5 times. You take 5 times more damage from enemies, basically, and stuff like that. Which includes spell as well, meaning that certain enemies that have powerful spells on like adept difficulty or like really stuff like that. I forgot if adept is just like normal damage or if it's a certain times the amount of damage and stuff like that. Because yeah. I forgot what expert is. Is expert use double damage or is it 3 times, that you take or whatever it is? Because, yeah. And sometimes the damage the enemy does can be a bit uneven at times, of course, because, obviously certain things. So, now we save. Because now we're just outside. We're close to being outside now. We have 52 lockpicks, so that's insane. By the way, we save here. That's a save. Good. And now we head outside finally. And when you finish, we exit series. And we are outside. It is beautiful. Very beautiful. And there's not a chest there, but normally what people do is normally they go under the bridge and they jump a few times to level their athletics up. But now, first thing we want to do is not to leave the amulet, but go specifically to here, where the blue one is. And then we save into our second slot now. Okay. And we do the long, slow walk to the Imperial City. Yes. And because in the Imperial City we try and sell as much stuff as possible. Obviously. We try and sell as much stuff as possible once we reach the Imperial City. So yeah. It's gonna take a while to get over there and stuff like that, but yeah. What is our playtime, by the way? Okay. 1 hour 47 minutes. That kind of makes sense. It took a long time creating our character again. We went through the tutorial plays pretty slow, but that can happen, of course, obviously, if you try to loot everything, and especially if you're under this effect. You could, of course, use the rest up. By the way, wait 24 hours or whatever it is, or 23, I think would be enough, actually. Because that could reduce makes the traveling so much quicker, because then we can use the adrenaline rush. Adrenaline run rush does last 60 seconds. Just because it's very powerful. Okay. Adrenaline rush. And it's 60 seconds, yeah? It is 16 seconds on adrenaline rush, yeah. Okay, Imperial City Prison. There's the market district. We just go and talk to the Red Guard immediately, I think. If it's possible to get inside the shop. So it's this morning now? Okay, good.
I'm ver... You... This better be good.
Alright, we don't know what he likes.
I doubt it. Not now, not late. Not bad at all. Don't, please. I'm sorry.
Course is best.
I accept. I have no choice. That's
York.
pretty good. I doubt it. What nonsense. Not now, not... Don't, please. I'm sorry. I doubt it. Sure, that's cute. I doubt it. I accept. I have no choice. Not now. Sure, that's cute. Don't try to manipulate me. Good one. I doubt it. I accept. I have no choice. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Can we afford 5 hammers at least? Nope. We can afford 4 hammers.
Pleasure to... Goodbye.
And then we actually hammer stuff away here. Because that will also make things more worth. Come on. We're a bit lucky here. That's great. So yeah, like I said, 55 then instead now.
Yes? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Sell the beer pelt. Sell 3 clubs. Sell
That
floor.
seems a fair price.
Okay.
You drive a
Sell
hard
the
bargain.
goblin staff. Sell that.
You've
Sell
made
105
a
arrows for 105 gold.
A good price for a
Dagger,
good customer. You
iron
got a great
mace,
deal
iron
there.
short sword, iron war
You
axe.
drive a hard bargain.
Iron
That seems a
warhammer.
fair price. You got a great deal there.
Yeah, let's sell the light stuff for now.
A good price for a good customer. That's a fair deal. That seems a fair price. A good price for a good... That's a fair deal.
Okay, and we have 345. Which is not that much to be honest, but... Okay, hang on, let me see what armor values are. So we can compare here. So, Iron Craze is 5, regular. Iron Gauntlets are 2, which we don't have. We don't have Iron Gauntlets. We do have Iron Greaves, but these Iron Greaves are better. But they are 83. This Iron Shield is 7 armor. We do have Steel though. Ooh! Steel Craze.
I appreciate it. Bye.
Oops. Right, Steel Craze. Very, very nice.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. A good
Sell that
price
for
a good
15
customer.
gold. Oh man. Ooh, we could get a ton of full gold from that.
Thank you for your... Take care.
Let's now go into another shop. Let's go into the Mystic Emporium. Because I really, really want to get the steel boots as well.
Well, have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Okay, there's nothing else I can sell there.
No one. Good day.
Wait.
What?
It's the most of two. Correct, yes. We can sell 80L for 24 gold.
Good price for a good customer.
We can sell Potion of Night because we don't need that. We can sell the Potions of Fatigue. We can sell 3 of those for 12 gold. Sell that. Man, normally I would just love making some potions and lotions and stuff that, you know, because potions are powerful, but we can buy potions as well. And how expensive are potions to buy? Okay, wow. But that's also just a really powerful spell absorb for that price. Of course, none of these are healing potion though. So get 3 cheese with 3 gold.
Good bit of gold.
And garlic. Novice Mortar and Postone. Then I go for that.
You got a great deal there.
Rest of Fatigue, 3 of them, 18 gold. And we'll keep the big potions also.
Pleasure. You too. What
are our
I
spells
offer
here?
the finest goods and take care.
Okay, I'm back into best defense. Back into the best defense. I want to also use check here just to make sure.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Okay, so you only have fur and leather currently.
Farewell.
Go ahead. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? I'll let that go too cheap. Another satisfaction. Goodbye.
Okay. And then steel boots, boom. Very nice.
All right. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all that seems a fair price.
Okay, so so I mean so the shield is stronger by 1 armor point. Helmet is stronger by 1 armor point. Greaves are stronger by 1 armor point, but we don't have any gauntlets.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Buy iron gauntlets, yeah. We can afford something more, maybe. Nah.
Come back and see. Farewell.
Man, stealing the steel helm could be really good though. Once we get like a cloaking spell and stuff that we could definitely get rid of the